Hi guys, this is Chris Carlin from AndroidPIT, and we're here today with the all-new HTC One, also known as the M8 or the HTC One 2014. Take your pick. It's just been released. We've had a chance to have a quick hands-on with the device, and we're going to take you through a few of the features today. First thing you'll probably notice is that the new HTC One looks a little different. It's fairly similar with the design language of the previous version, but the corners are more rounded. It's now a unibody aluminum case that's a little more rounded on the back as well, and it looks fantastic. One of the downsides, I guess, of the new unibody aluminum case is that it's quite heavy. It's 160 grams, which is significantly heavier than the previous version and quite a lot heavier than most other flagships out at the moment as well. The new HTC One has a 5-inch Full HD display, so it's actually 0.3 inches larger than the previous HTC One, but it's the same resolution, so pixel density is down a little bit. One of the other big things, of course, is the duo camera, which we'll get to in a minute. It's actually not a second camera, it's for picking up depth in the photos that you take with the main camera. The new HTC One obviously comes with the new Sense 6.0, which we're calling the Sixth Sense, of course. The changes are fairly minimal. There's not too much that you'll notice, but there's a few nice little features like the ability to change themes. So you can see here we've got a green interface, and then if you go into themes, you'll have a choice of wallpaper and color coding. So you pick the one you like, and obviously you'll get instant change across all of HTC Sense. Up front, you can also see the stereo boom sound speakers, which are super loud and sound really, really good. The HTC One also has a 5-megapixel front-facing camera for shooting selfies and video, and it's also got an improved sensor and wide-angle lens. HTC Zoe will now also be uploaded to the Play Store as a standalone app. The changes in Zoe are not that great, but one of the big things you will be able to do now is that multiple people can work on the same Zoe clip, and that's nice. Blink Feed also will be uploaded to the Play Store, but it'll only be available for HTC devices. But it'll allow HTC to update the app a lot faster than with a system-wide update. Blink Feed, again, love it or hate it, I'll leave that up to your discretion, but it's nice to see they've made some minor improvements there as well. If we switch to the camera, of course, now we can talk about the duo camera, which will let you post focus anywhere in a photo. So the second camera picks up depth information in the photos that you take. So once you've snapped a pic, and the camera is really quite good, by the way, but we'll have to test it further later, you can then just tap anywhere you want, and as you can see, the U-Focus feature will change the focus to wherever you like. It's really, really cool and a little bit more complex than the Galaxy S5's version, which I personally wasn't a huge fan of. There's also a really cool 3D function, feature, trick, gimmick, whatever you want to call it. You can see it in action here. And maybe it's a gimmick, but I don't know. It's a gimmick I kind of really like. As far as recording video goes, there's no 4K video capture, which is a bit of a disappointment, but you've got the same 3 options for recording video you'd already know. There's slow motion, fast full HD with 60 frames per second, and HDR videos. If we jump back into the settings here, you can see one of the other cool features on the new HTC One is gestures. It seems like everyone's doing them, and HTC is no exception. You'll get some of the familiar ones that you'd already know from smartphones like the LG G2 with Knock On, but there's quite a few other ones that HTC have done that are quite unique. So from a lock screen, you can swipe left to right and right to left and up and down, and that will open various things like you can launch straight to Blink Feed, or you can go straight to your home screen, and it's all tied in with your sensors so it won't happen by accident while it's in your pocket. Another G5-esque kind of development that HTC have also done and done quite well is an extreme power saving mode. You'll obviously have limited functionality. You'll have mobile data, GPS, Bluetooth, etc. switched off, and you'll only have access to things like calls, texts, emails, calendar, that kind of thing. But apparently on, 15 hours, I think you'll get from a 5% charge, so you can compare that to the Galaxy S5's 10% getting you 24 hours, so I guess if all things are equal, that makes it actually better. On the accessories front, there's the new dot view cover. It's a flip cover with a perforated front, so you slap your new HTC One in it, and when the cover is closed, you'll be able to see various lock screen functions like so. So you get some weather and time and notifications. Of course, Knock On will still work, swiping, not so much. For more specs and a bigger breakdown on the new HTC One, check out AndroidPIT.com.